Hello, and thank you for purchasing Microriffs-The Sound and the Story. We'll begin your iRiff experience by placing the record down on the turntable.
Oh, shoot.
We'll wait.
Hold on. Oh,
Okay. That was easy, wasn't it?
damn it.
Turn on your television set, and as soon as you see Uncle Milty in the dress, place the needle on the record and hold it with your pinky.
Wait, okay, hold on.
Mute the television volume.
I gotta start over.
Check the balance.
Ah, Charles Manson's new album. Oh, garbage dump, oh, garbage dump.
Did I mention to blow on the needle?
Enjoy this record.
What the hell's a record?
Oh, RCA, you've been bought and sold so many times I don't even know what you are anymore.
Ga 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 ga, blah 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 blah.
Shut up right now.
The
Sorry.
sound and its absence from this movie.
All right, Sam, what's your story?
I got a record from the government the other day. I opened and played it. It said they were suckers.
As recorded in
Yeah.
New Orthophonic
Westinghouse.
high-fidelity sound by Charles Munch and the Boston Symphony Orchestra, Tchaikovsky's Romeo and Juliet plays about 19 minutes.
Was he just an old poop who wrote tunes?
Its production required the varied skills and
That's Shakespeare's best record.
375
MC Bill, yo. Remix.
3,000 man-hours of work. Let's see how some of those hours were spent to bring you the music you want, when you want it.
But if you do it by downloading, we'll take you for everything you're worth.
First stop,
Jail.
Symphony Hall.
No, I don't want to go jail.
What?
Shh, Victor is recording.
I might piss somebody off.
It wasn't devastatingly unoriginal, but there's a little hum.
To begin with,
Shut up.
a new orthophonic
I want John Lennon rubbed out.
mechanical reproduction of a concert performance.
How do you stick that in your hard drive?
It's the art of creating the effect.
You know, I think it'd be way better with some Metallica in the background.
See, the music industry is based on deception.
Many takes and retakes.
To create the image of
The
quality.
end object is a planned illusion.
And the players suck.
The illusion, as you ultimately hear the music played back through your phonograph.
Is a dehumidifier.
Installed directly into your golden wall.
How do they do it? Well, the
Steve Allen, assistant engineer.
or any one of the sound engineers could easily explain it all in 10 weeks.
Sorry, let me redo that line. Let me explain that
Just
all
take a
10
look at
engineers
three of the
are really
fundamental
weak.
Is
requirements
there a
of
body hanging in the... What was that?
Blue velvet.
The
Hey,
first
it's the
is
maestro.
Yeah.
dynamic range.
Which this conductor does not have.
Softest and loudest passages.
Hey,
in
can I
the
get a little
music.
more distortion on those
In a
guitars?
concert performance, the range is as wide as the conductor feels the score indicates.
Actually, I prefer to be called
Fingers on the
Maestro.
recording console indicate the volume of sound coming from the orchestra onto the magnetic tape.
And as you can see, someone on the
In
left
old
is being
days,
arrogantly
home
loud.
phonographs could not reproduce either full loud passages.
When was the old days to you?
The Civil War.
Me carve music on rock.
Sound monitoring.
Radio Shack!
But it wasn't a faithful reproduction of the actual performance, such as you get with today's high-fidelity
Oh,
recording.
the lewds are hitting hard today, man.
Say, as it should be.
Close my eyes when I open them. You're all gonna not suck.
Looks like he's got a bit of a
dynamics,
dither problem there.
including all of the natural shading,
Passing out.
just as they do
Music.
in a concert.
So boring. Nine! No!
The engineer never touches the controls.
He doesn't know what they mean, and he hates his
Full
job.
dynamic power of the orchestra.
Hey, Jerry, you hear that?
Transferred.
Sounds like a couple of million chainsaws.
The second requirement is somewhat similar.
Having a
Achieving
stroke!
natural balance between
No, it
all
sucks
instruments
so
and sections of the
Who
orchestra.
gave the conductor no dose?
This can
practicing
only
his
be
Nintendo
achieved
Wii.
by
That
precise
mic's got
microphone
balls.
placement. And this varies amazingly with the music,
The agents,
the particular artist,
the managers,
the hall itself,
and the drug dealers and lawyers.
even climatic conditions.
The space greedy
It's
drummer.
never the same from one recording session to another.
It's enough to make you go friggin' nuts!
Again, an easy solution might be...
Hey, have that black musician get in there. Hold on, stop the session.
Of many microphones.
It's me, DP, on the
But
violin.
again, it wouldn't be natural or faithful reproduction.
What are they hanging
Today,
pool
the
cues up
engineers
there?
record the orchestra as
What a great
unit.
turnout!
Westinghouse wall.
Deliverance!
Oh, almost broke my arm there.
The third important
Now stick the mic on the end of my wand.
high fidelity
Mr. Baton!
is frequency range, capturing high
Damn
notes
fly.
as well as low.
I'm pointing at where I'm disappointed.
I gotta get up to leave. Sorry, sir.
All it takes is recording equipment
And a
of
two-headed
enormous
engineer.
cost and capacity, such as this recording console.
Worked here 5 years and he's still afraid to touch it.
Faithfully handles all
What do the white
sounds
faders do?
audible to the human ear.
White faders keeping the black faders down.
Frequency spectrum from 20 to 20,000 cycles per second. And with less than 0.2% distortion, it transfers them to the swiftly spinning magnetic tape.
But that wasn't good enough for you, was it?
A new challenge here is stereophonic recording.
Because we don't know how to do it.
This requires dual mics, dual track
Two
tape
mics,
machines,
two.
and a stereophonic mixer.
Stop! One of your chairs is squeaking!
Those who have the equipment, it also permits two-system or stereophonic playback in the home.
The Maytag 40-watt speaker.
There are other high-fidelity requirements, such as presence, definition, clarity,
Room separation. Oh, never mind.
time and patience, and enough retakes.
We can complete Chinese democracy.
Eventually, there is a playback that everyone recognizes as the image they were seeking,
The one that got erased.
both artistically and acoustically.
What are we listening to fridges here? What are we doing here?
Faithful recording of Romeo and Juliet.
Yeah, man, Tchaikovsky Kush.
And we are one step closer to having it in our home.
Part of an 1133-step process.
See what we go through for
Next
you?
stop, New York City. The precise engineering business of transferring the recorded sound from tape to a disc called the Lacquer Master.
Hey, it says John Lennon is God.
This disc
No one does a more precise rough guess.
Let's look at the steps in the cutting of our Lacquer Master.
You take a knife and I cut you so bad.
Most of the sound factors are already known. The speed of the tape in recording, its playing time, and the sound level required.
Sorry, what was that about sound level?
These factors must be considered
Long and a
for
4-track,
45
2 bits.
RPM and long play Lacquer Master.
In New York, it's pronounced Lacquer
A
Master.
special Lacquer Master disc is closely inspected. For the 12-inch
cameraman.
long play record, the master is 16 inches in diameter.
Well, it's got me beat.
For 45
I'm the Lacquer
extended
Master.
play records, the master is 12 inches.
I'm the liquor mister.
That kind of looks like my
In
English
both
teacher.
cases,
It's very black. It's like, how much
Plenty of
blacker can it be? And the answer is like,
besides
you
a
know,
spindle
none.
for centering, the turntable has a number of holes.
Those are for lonely
Through
nights.
these holes, air suction holds the lacquer disc down tightly.
Through the holes or through the window?
Perfectly flat on the turntable.
Records are built on the premise that they suck.
The playing time of the music determines the number of grooves per inch that will be cut into the
Such a
record.
knob.
Gotta get a lot of
Sound
grooves.
dynamics
I thought groove was in the heart.
determine how far up
What's going on here?
the grooves must be.
Grooves on white music are almost unidentifiable.
Loud passages need more space between grooves. Soft passages need less.
The fact that you didn't know all this makes me want to
Cutting
vomit.
machine automatically spaces the music grooves according to the sound signal it's receiving. Now,
No, not yet.
a test cut to determine the groove width. The groove width must be exact. So exact that it is carefully checked through a microscope.
Mr. Pence, yeah.
All this for a friggin' Tet Nugent album.
Everything set. The coarse pitch lead-in groove is cut to the music area. The tape machine is started.
And has to be
and
recalibrated
exactly 1
again.
1/2 turns before the music begins, the cutting head automatically changes from the lead-in groove
To its understudy.
to fine-pitch music grooves.
Yeah.
The cutting stylus is a minute piece
Hello,
of
I'm
sapphire.
Christopher. I'll be your cutting stylist today. What you want? Something a little short? Oh, your hair is very
Showing
nice.
No resistance as it cuts into the smooth lacquer.
And records the satanic message.
During the cutting operation, a constant watch is kept on the groove width
A nice one with
to
a
make
gold
sure
band.
it never varies from the prescribed setting.
Huh, your groove's too thin. Huh.
When you're just skimming the surface. Actually, of course, it's a painstaking and delicate operation.
Accompanied by a very boring narration.
But in time, you have a perfect lacquer master.
Now there's only 50 more steps.
And one day someone might pay you.
Vault for safekeeping.
It's the Jedi Temple.
Placed forever alongside
In the Library of Congress.
I definitely shouldn't have smoked during lunch.
all the artistry of the Romeo.
This would be better if Timothy Van Patten like crashed through the ceiling with a noose around his neck.
And we're another step closer to having that performance in our own living rooms.
I want it in my car. Where's the convenience?
Next stop, Indianapolis, Indiana.
RCA, real cheap audio.
Which our lacquer master might go. We start in production control.
People don't care about their jobs.
The Vaughn Monroe wing.
Look at this wench steal the records. She'll pay.
On this card can lead you straight to our particular recording, no matter where it might be in processing.
Oh yeah, I saw the new Beatles record today. It's going to be out in about a month. It's going to
For
be
long
great.
play and 45 RPM records. First, the
looks
grooves
like
in
it
the
sounds
lacquer
good.
master are carefully rechecked
I like
through
what
a
they've done
microscope.
here. Oh, that's a good chorus.
They have to be perfect. Now we proceed to make metal copies from the lacquer.
Throw them
master.
in the garbage.
The first step, silvering. This takes precisely 2 minutes and 40 seconds.
Put it in the longboat till it's silver.
And
So
the
basically,
lacquer
Pat
master
Boone is the world economy.
And Zildjian is born.
Now, by
Now you use
patient
it as a crash.
electroplating, we add a series of metallic deposits, one behind the other.
In a conga line of metal.
First, a fine-grained deposit of nickel. This makes smooth-walled grooves and a quieter surface.
All this so you can just go waka
A
waka
thin
waka.
deposit of copper over the nickel. A nice, smooth salmon pink.
An excellent weapon.
Now, a whirling bath in another tank. A much heavier buildup of copper. We'll see why in a moment.
Ooh, a cliffhanger.
We now have a master disc that is apparently all black.
No, it was the wrong one. Ah, damn.
But watch.
And filthy.
Careful.
You ruined it.
Now we have 2 fronts
Nice going, Mein Fuhrer.
and 2 masters. The original lacquer master is on the left. A
Filthy.
new silver-faced master is on the right.
Goes on his bald head.
But this is the point where most people long for a road map.
Or a better job.
Let's make one. We started with the lacquer master. To the face of it, we added first silver,
Yeah, well, you're the slacker master.
then nickel, then copper, and finally,
Uranium.
a lot more copper.
Because you never know with copper.
Now we have both.
I'm the liquor master.
And a new
Who's kinda paranoid?
silver-faced or metal master.
Come here and lick your
The grooves in the
Metal
lacquer
master.
master make it a positive. He plays. The matching ridges on the metal master make it a negative. It cannot be played.
No, these cannot be played.
We continue work with the metal master, repeating the gradual metal buildup to make another part.
Master of lacquer.
Then, operation. The metal master is at the left, and the new part, called a mold, is at the
He
right.
bent it too.
We have progressed from the original positive to a negative to another positive.
Mathematically impossible.
Before you listen to your record, it's gone through the hands of every grandparent in town.
The next important step. The mold can be played.
Oh, it's moldy. Oh, tough
It
to throw
is
it
already
away.
ready for a sound test.
Don't leave them by the outside walls.
The mold is thoroughly cleaned to prevent damage in the test.
That's why I got the mold damage. You got it all wet.
No music is worth this.
Especially not this.
In any Name That Tune contest, put your money on a record tester.
Oh, I just gotta turn on the amp.
8 hours a day. And all kinds of music. She loves it.
There's too much ink.
She is an expert at hearing the slightest imperfection on a record surface.
I can't hear the
And
copper.
should she find any, a new lacquer master from the original tape is immediately ordered from New York.
I think I'll spoil everyone's weekend.
After audio testing, the mold goes back to the plating tanks. It produces the most important new metal part, the stamp.
New metal. The
Oh
Lincoln
my
part.
God! I gotta write all this
Complete
down,
the-
man.
Oh, jeez.
Lacquer to master,
It evolves to another kind of Pokemon.
mold to stamper.
And stamper back to lacquer.
We're just trying to create jobs, all right?
Stamper is
Right into
exactly
the dollar
the
bin
same,
at Kmart.
except for one thing.
All this for Andy Gibbs shadow dancing.
The stamper is nearly all pure hard nickel. Its ridges press the
See?
plate.
Nickel. Nickel, see? Nickel. Jimmy, 5 cents.
Now it's prepared for stamping.
What an asshole.
Ground perfectly smooth on the back.
Cars are easier to frickin' make than these things.
Optically center punched for the record press.
Optically center punched. Translation: roughly eyeballed.
Trimmed to a.
So don't you just love downloading crap illegally now?
Yeah. Thank God for crime. MP3s are a good thing.
And coined. Given a formed edge to grasp the stamping die securely.
Here's your record. Too bad you suck. Stop.
The record press is a complicated piece of equipment weighing 2 tons.
So is this guy's boss.
It molds records by compression. Our stamper is mounted on the top die.
Die!
Another stamper obviously presses the other side of the record. The record compound, the finest pure vinyl obtainable, is
Oh, wow. Those are some awesome pants right there.
Nothing but mint vinyl.
Vinyl taking a poop.
Snake!
Oh, that looks amazing.
Snake out of there.
Brown 45.
2 girls, 1 vinyl.
I always thought I was listening to shit.
Now we're ready to roll. It has taken many steps
Sounds like
and many
shit.
man-hours to get here. But a new record is stamped every few seconds. The record press automatically heats the vinyl plastic for stamping, then automatically cools it.
I mean, what's its
So the record
problem?
can be played immediately.
Putting a lot of pressure on this record, buddy.
Tanked in its first week.
Long play copy of Romeo and Juliet. A collector's item? No. The first pressing is always carefully inspected for everything from the correct serial number to perfect centering.
It's not in mint condition. I'll give you 5 cents.
Then, still another playback test.
Yeah, and it's our fault you guys don't have any more money.
And finally, the pressing of the Romeo and Juliet gets going in earnest.
And really, finally, everything here becomes irrelevant.
Finally, Chinese democracy is released.
And for those who prefer the 45 extended play version,
Screw you!
and for the millions of teenagers
Better have a
anxiously
little
awaiting
classic.
the latest pop hit, an ingenious machine turns them out automatically.
So you're fired!
It's called a
It
simple
places
press.
its own labels, feeds itself the vinyl compound,
Bands will never be able to do this for themselves.
and stacks them already trimmed.
So that's why it costs so much.
And for the fast-growing legions of tape enthusiasts, equally ingenious machines
More like
turn out duplicate
enthusiasts.
copies at 4 times the playback speed to save time, and backwards to save rewinding.
Can hold up this guy's pants.
And no matter what your taste or preference in
Yay, a
music,
person of
in
color!
the packaging
Finally!
area you discover unlimited
All
variety.
fingers in the back watching
The
cinemas.
finest in sound and performance.
Said the narrator through a poppy and hissy track.
Children's albums,
Going to bed at night, a stupid thing.
Adult albums.
the unusual,
Folk song. Yeah. Doesn't get any weirder than Phil Oakes.
Something called rock and roll.
Princess Leia's dad.
We need a lot more copper. Now, Scout, I want you to buy my album.
or country music.
Pee-wee King and his band.
Pop hits and jazz classics.
Sir Monty Rock III and the Sick Fox.
And Shredman. Chickadoo-gun,
For all you Billy buyers out there.
He was always a good man.
Miss Carol?
Mainly album.
Dance and party music.
Yeah, that's right. Nobody puts their record on Tito. Hey, you're saturating us with Glenn Miller here. What's your problem?
Yeah, it's got a little...
Mood music.
Well, where's the Ethel Merman disco album?
Wait, go back. Oh, I lost my quarter. Frickin' get it, man. My 3 cents.
Grand opera.
Lesser opera.
We polluted the world with artists no one gives a crap about. Oh, I hated that movie. Oh, yeah, just throw that on top of her, man.
That was quite an image.
Viper. Charles Manson albums.
Or other classical masterpieces.
Carl Reiner.
The
Like all Jerry Lewis's crap.
I am not a musician.
All you have to do is pay a penny for the first 10, and then you have to pay $100 a week forever.
It's a big operation.
So this is what the business was like without
No
any
matter
good.
what type of music you prefer, or whether
We
you
have
want
none of it.
45 extended play or
33 and a
33
third.
long play.
My, you
Every
sure are a
record is made
needy
with the
consumer.
same care
33 and a third.
and to the
Again,
same
with
high
Philadelphia.
fidelity standards. And the Romeo and Juliet
Romeo and
getting closer to home all the time.
Damn, I didn't know you were going through all this trouble. I'll just go see the concert, okay? It's all right.
Every record is carefully checked by experienced packers.
Again?
Almost at a glance, the record is up to spec. In its own distinctive sleeve, another new orthophonic, high-fidelity recording, finally ready for shipment.
Yeah, what took you so long?
The shipment is a 25-step process.
Speed it on its way.
I think it is. Look at how much time we have left.
First, a copy is made of this girl, and it's the lacquer
New
girl.
records made here every day. Which records go where,
Who knows?
when, in what quantities? The cards tell you.
What race is the performer?
The
Dewey Decibel System.
Goes out in both 45 extended play and long play versions.
Needless expenses, you say?
The sorting machine divides the Romeo.
The thwarting machine?
Thwarting is a direct response.
To music.
Now the shippers take over.
What are you gonna do when you retire?
I'm gonna make a
Versions
record.
are shipped in the same way.
By tragically desperate men.
You
Better come in tomorrow with a shirt on, Smitty.
But let's follow the cartons of 45 extended play albums. As they're picked from the storage bins, the cartons are placed on a unique
what's our
distribution rack.
Distribution spout.
My nose cone is just at the right angle to hit this
Everything
woman.
running smoothly. As each order is filled according to the punch card instructions, she changes the setting on an automatic addressing machine.
Ew, it's the secretary from Brimstone and Treacle.
Hey, check out the size of my
And the equipment
distributor.
does the rest.
Oh, whoops, I'm fired. Let one box go, that's it!
The code number and address of the record distributor for this order is automatically stamped on each carton.
The payola check is delivered to the DJ.
Then the cartons pass through another machine, where they are
At
bundled
12:22 a.m., Oswald is sorting records. He buys a Coke and runs up the stairs and through the
on another
window.
floor. Here, the cartons are accumulated for
No good,
shipment
send
to
it back.
distributors
No
and
good,
record
send it
dealers
back.
in all parts
No
of the
good, send it back.
These long play albums
well,
have
they're
been
going
through
on
the
the other
same
side, too. Oh,
shipping
you're so
process
screwed.
as
Don't
the
let him
fives.
touch.
And now both versions are on the home stretch. Hundreds of identical and
These are all Von Monroe. He only sold 10.
recordings. Tchaikovsky's Romeo and Juliet.
This is how surplus is made.
Leonard Burnout. I just came back from my house in Tuscany. That's it, I'm giving up the heroin starting today.
Tchaikovsky's Romeo and Juliet. It's traveled a long way for an illusion. The last stop,
The dollar
home,
bin at Pathmark.
and the best seat in the concert hall.
It's gonna explode!
And she died.
That was brutal!
It's just lyrics off a record that I've learned.